final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wake Forest's offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The give to Davis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give on the option. Jukes his way for more. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Finds a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Got room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Acho. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a man. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down and 6 from their own 10. Back to pass. Right on the money. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Blue Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Webb. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Pryor. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's O'Grady. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the middle, it's Boston. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Acho. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Turning it on! That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Quick step and go. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He breaks a tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Off the RPO, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. He's got it! And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man. It's Webb. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Finds his man. It's Davis. And he's wrestled to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. On the move and looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this 1st half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll ride Davis here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play-action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The give from the gun. He's past the 30. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Reads it, fires complete. Across the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's caught! Touchdown, Duke! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rushes on him. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Acho. It'll be 3rd and long.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in balance. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
2nd down.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On the move.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Lost to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Bostic. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Now they'll run the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Acho. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Working the middle. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker, it's Acho. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Acho. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's now 2nd and goal.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Makes his man miss. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to the ground with the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is...
Oh, he's got some space.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Looking for space. It's Street. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. With the clock running, this should be the final play. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance they have a chance to